Hey guys, another haul video here. Free comic book day was today. It was a nice day. Nice, long day. So, I've been awake for quite a long time right now. Working really hard, moving a lot from one house, and I was helping a friend moving another house today, so... But things worked out. I gave myself some time to, hit up Free Comic Book Day, and yeah, it was really good. Things worked out. It was a nice free comic book day in more ways than one. So anyways, here we go with what we got today. I've been really liking Dead Man. I don't know, just like a huge Dead Man kick. I think he's a really great character. He has a lot of potential. They've tried to give him a lot of series and all that, but never really clicked, I guess, with like a large fan base. But so this Dead Man, James Robinson, I guess he was more famous for Starman. And I'll be straight up with you, I'm not like huge into Batman, but nothing against people who are. But yeah, see how this is. It has a nice painted interiors. Ooh, sorry, trying to do this one-handed, but alas. So yeah, this first bit, like including this, was from Pre-Epic Trade. As I was saying in the previous video, creeping through bargain bins or back issue bins, getting stuff, trying stuff out, and then trading away the stuff that I end up not wanting. So this first batch is all from just the past month's like stuff that I ended up not wanting. Traded that away and ended up getting this stuff. And yeah, this series is really neat. Oh, there was a couple issues by Jose Luis Garcia Lopez that I'm looking for. Those that story was really popping off. It was really neat. But yeah, Dead Man. This is like a fantasy sword and sorcery manga series, but there's gratuitous TNA, I'll be straight up with you. But it has some nice line work, and art's not bad, and the story from what I've seen wasn't too shabby either. I don't know, it was like fast-paced, and yeah. The story I've been dealing with as far as trades goes has been getting a lot of Paul Pope, these hardcovers, so I've been taking advantage of getting those for trade. It's really nice inking. Sorry about my pinky there. This should be neat. It's funny that it seems like it's to do with characters that are in a circus or aerialists, acrobats as well. It's a funny coincidence. I remember hearing this title, First Kingdom. I'm not sure where though, but it kind of just rang a bell. Then I saw that the art looks pretty nice. There's a Will Eisner quote, a high recommendation on the front. On the back, that's Jack Kirby giving another really high recommendation by the looks of it. Yeah. I can't show you the interiors because there's it looks like it's fantasy sword and sorcery, which I'm not like too huge on a lot of the time, but I really like classical style of illustration. Kind of harkens back to like a older era of illustration, and it's really dynamic and cool. Oh, and especially when it comes to black and white illustration. I wonder if that's inked with nib or brush. I'm bad for not researching a lot of things. Here's Garth Ennis Judge Dredd. I've been trying to find Garth Ennis Judge Dredd, but I see a lot of the time it's in anthologies where he's only one of a bunch of writers. But this is all Garth Ennis from like 1992 or so. So, you know, that's before he kind of made it big in North America. this is gonna be cool, because I haven't clicked with a lot of Judge Dredd before, but I've looking for this is I've been digging for Garth Ennis Judge Dredd for a while, so pretty stoked to find this. Paper Girls by Brian K. Vaughan. I forgot the artist, but yeah, he did Why the Last Man, which I liked. I'm a little bit behind the times. I kind of dipped out, to be honest, of comics about 2005 or so. So I'm kind of catching up, getting back into it again, and my knowledge, like, due to it kind of ending at that time, I'm kind of like, you know, a bit behind the times maybe, but so this is like new to me, even though I'm sure there's like a lot of other stuff that's come out that people are hip to. But yeah, I've read the first issue earlier, and it should be pretty cool. I traded in a bunch of DVDs today. I didn't mean to get comic book related movies, but this Superman series, I ended up getting like all the other ones in this format, which it's cool because it has like a lot of neat extras, including the old cartoons, which has really excellent artwork and animation. Really nice stuff. For my money, this is the best Punisher movie. Don't hate. Maybe I'll give the other ones a try again. I know the other ones are based on Garth Ennis, but I think this is kind of true to this era of Punisher, like the 80s. It's pretty sweet. I don't think he should have necessarily lived in the sewers, though. I don't know what they were going for there. I like it when he just has kind of safe houses and abandoned warehouses all over town under assumed names and all that. The Shadow, Michael William Kaluta, I love very much. His art, I mean. And Russ Heath as well is very good. Danny O'Neill I'm not very familiar with as far as writing. But it kind of kills me because this is penciled by Michael William Kaluta, but it's not inked by him. Why would you... Oh, he has such great line work. I'll give it a try, though. But man, the other Michael William Kaluta shadows that I've read are pretty sweet from Dark Horse. I don't know, this might be earlier than all that. Anyhow. And from that store also, this is all from like a trade, right? Sisterhood of Steel. I found issue 1 not too long ago, and I really need to find out what happens in the rest of it. I'm pretty invested in the story now at that point. Unfortunately, all I've been able to find are issue 4 and upwards. So 2 and 3 might have to wait longer to find the others, because it's almost at the point that I'd like to really read it in order, not getting anything mixed up. I know that's gonna be a pain though. I usually take the price tags off my books, but this price tag is OG. How old is this? It's kind of nice when shops have like a logo or identifying mark on their price tags. And this is like that, I'll keep the tags on often. So this is the free comic book day stuff. A lot of the stuff I don't really know what it is. But Kodansha is a great publisher. And I've heard this title obviously, but yeah, sometimes when things are really popular, it's like, enough people are into it, they don't need me to you know, don't need me to enjoy it. There's enough people enjoying it. I've heard that this is actually like pretty good 1990-ish character, and the cover, it looks like it's Dan Brereton, so yeah, that caught my eye. I got there a little bit late, so there wasn't like a lot of variety to pick from. There was a lot, but apparently it was like super busy at the places I went to, which I didn't expect, because you hear that the industry is in a lot of trouble and the market is, you know, not like it used to be at all, which is disheartening. But seeing today, it was like crazy. It was busy. All the places I went, just two places, but there was like, oh, it was just like kind of hectic actually. And people of all ages, you know, couples, families, loners. This is really sweet. And the store that I had got this stuff from, they had like an activity center at the back for like people to color or work on creating characters, and they had a contest where you could get a gift certificate for 50 bones in by submitting artwork to them, and that was really nice. A lot of people had were submitting artwork of all ages. Again, I don't know what this is, but James Kochalka I liked quite a bit. Or, I mean, from what I've seen, the name rings a bell at least. I did read this, and it seems like it's for like a real young person. Somebody who maybe like around the age of like 6 or 7. So I was hoping to give this to my niece, but I think she's like 8 and she's like a whiz kid. So this seems like it'll be like a little too kiddish for her. So this looks pretty sweet. Yeah, as you can see, these are from Halloween, and they ran out of some of their free comic book day stuff, so they put out some Halloween stuff that they had left over from like a free Halloween comic book day. This artwork looks pretty cool, so check this out. This almost looks like what's the Murder Family from Evan Dorkin back in the day. Publisher Albatross. I've been curious about the IDW TMNT, so it's cool for them to push a comic for a free comic book day. I guess they're gonna represent and put out something cool to get people on board. I'm definitely open to that. TMNT is a great world. I love it. I would like to check out some good newer stuff, because all the old Mirage stuff is just fantastic. Speaking of which, so this is when I went to the other store, and they have a sale on for 50% off all of their back issues, the ones that are $20 and under anyway, and as well as comic book sets and trade paperbacks. So Tales of TMNT, this era of Mirage Ninja Turtles is great. I find that the writing can be like quite moving even, but there's like a sense of a lot of fun camaraderie and characters, and they're always like just doing cool stuff too. They're just like hanging out and buddying around. I mentioned Evan Dorkin earlier, who did indie comics like Milk and Cheese and Dork back in the 90s. But lately this Beast of Burden comic is really one of my favorite comics out right now. And it's like horror, and it's almost like family friendly. So the deal is that these pets, a lot of them are like strays or neighborhood animals, and they fight the paranormal in their neighborhood to protect their neighborhood. And the illustration, the art is great. Is this Jill Thompson back? Yeah, sweet. The other artist was very good as well. I misplaced their name at the moment. If you like horror or say, like maybe movies like Stand By Me, or what are the good movies like that? Maybe The Goonies, but The Goonies is maybe more cartoonish than this. This can be pretty macabre and what would be another good word for it? It's just great. It's like fantastic, man. This is a great comic book. Beast of Burden, if you see it around, if you're into that kind of thing. Can't recommend it higher. This I've been looking for ages. I got hoodwinked, hornswoggled, flimflammed, scammed on Amazon. I didn't even know that could happen. I guess I'm really naive from not really ever using it before. But, you know, not since like 2001 or something. So I had ordered this, like, been trying to get this for ages. And yeah, I got hoodwinked. So one of the LCSs had it, and I was like, hell yeah, pay, you know, full price and everything, give you my money. So finally, this is, oh yeah, baby. So I'll have to cut the video here and come back. A sec.